President Trump closing out the NATO summit with a new warning to Iran. The tentative ceasefire is over, the president says, and the agreement between the two nations was a, quote, waste of time.
It seems that the war with Iran may start again. What do you expect from your European allies?
I don't think it's going to start again. I think it's going to go very quickly. They hit a couple of ships, and so we hit them much harder. When they hit, we hit 10 times harder. I think anything that happens is going to be over very quickly, and we'll only make it safer, including for oil.
Let's bring in retired Lieutenant General Keith Kellogg, former assistant to President Trump and former special presidential envoy for Ukraine. So the president at NATO, not in that particular news conference, but an earlier event during the day, said that he pretty much thinks that Iran's going to get whacked again tonight. Listen to what he said.
We hit them very hard last night, very, very hard. Probably hit them hard again tonight. I'll give them a little warning. We're going to hit them hard tonight.
So here's the question that I have, because we've been at this for 3 months now. Is it time to stop pussyfooting around with the URGES and just give them a knockout blow?
Yeah, well, I think, John, it's good to be with you. Yes. I mean, it's clearly yes. And I think there's really this memorandum, 14-point memorandum, really kind of obfuscated the issue. You know, I'm a big believer in principles of war. One of this is simplicity. I'll make it really simple for you. Number one, we're going to send in the IAEA to get the enriched uranium, if we can get to it, with American advisors. And, oh, by the way, you don't get to get any restrictions. We're going to go where we want to go. Number two, we're going to open up the Strait of Hormuz, and we're going to do it militarily. And if we need to, if they sink a tanker, we'll take your assets, making them fungible, and then we're going to replace those assets that you lost. And number three, we're telling the Iranians, knock it off with the neighbors. You don't attack UAE, you don't attack Qatar, you don't have to help Hamas or Hezbollah or anybody else. And then they're not. And the other thing is we're not negotiating as equals. Right now, we're treating them as equals. They're not. Arachi's a master negotiator. He's their foreign minister. He wrote the book on negotiations. His parents were rug merchants. They understand. Have you ever tried to buy a rug in the Middle East?
Yeah,
it's just
I actually
back
have.
And forth. And you basically say, we're done with this. We're tired of it. We're not going to do it anymore, and we're going to finish the job as we should do it. But the alternative is, what's he going to do when he does that?
Right. Well, I mean, in terms of buying a rug in the Middle East, one of the things you've got to be prepared to do is if you don't get the price that you want, you got to be prepared to walk away.
That's right.
And does President Trump have to be prepared to walk away from these negotiations and resume kinetic strikes?
Well, I think he does, but I think he's got options he can apply to him. Not invading the heartland of Iran. You don't need to do that. But I've talked all along about taking strategic targets, be it Karg Island or be it the islands in the Strait, to do that. And you take those and you apply economic pressure. They don't care if you bomb them back to the Dark Ages, because they're going to go back and over open fires or ride the camels that they want to do out there, but they're going to absorb those strikes. You have to attack it differently. And I think if they don't attack it differently, they're making a big mistake.
So President Trump has said, you know, a number of times, there's been regime change there. We went through one regime, then another regime, and then another one, and the people that we're dealing with now are much more reasonable than the ones before. He seems to have had a change of heart. Listen to what he said yesterday.
To me, I think it's over. I don't want to deal with them anymore. They're scum. You know what scum is? They're scum. They're sick people. They're led by sick people. And they're vicious, violent people. And if they had a nuclear weapon, they'd use it.
All right, so I don't see any sign, and I'm sure you don't either, that these leaders are more reasonable than the ones who came before. In fact, they might even be more belligerent. This guy, Vahidi, who's running the IRGC, he's a really, really bad actor, and he seems to now be pulling all the strings.
Well, you look at Ghalibaf, who's, you know, in the parliament. He was a brigadier general in the IRGC. They're hardliners. Arachi was a hardliner as well. Yeah. We need to understand that. It's a theocratic government, and the president needs to understand that. They're not going to negotiate on any terms. Don't let them negotiate. Make declarations. This is what's going to happen. You would take it, and there's subsequent events to follow.
Well, it would seem pretty clear that these negotiations are going absolutely nowhere at this point. General, always good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.